All right, so as you're comparing these two products, what are you really looking for? What's important to you guys? If you're evaluating which one to go with, right? They're very similar. They're both organic products, slow release fertilizer, non-burning. So you can't over apply this, right? But want to look at some of the more finer details. So as we get into it, here's your labels, right? On the left, you got your Milorganite, and it's just showing a little bit breakdown of what's what. Of course, you're getting your slow release nitrogen. They're both biosolids. Okay, so what's biosolids? To sum it up, it's essentially human waste, right? Organic material that's derived from wastewater treatment plants. And this one, Milorganite, is based out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And if you look at the differences, there's not a whole lot other than you're getting a little bit of calcium in this Milorganite, and then you're getting some iron, but you're getting iron in the other one as well. So both slow release. As we scroll down here to the bottom, you're going to take a look and see, this is a breakdown from some of the metals that are actually in this Milorganite and what's directly in it, right? What are you looking at? So this is actually on their website, as I put down here below. You can kind of take a look at that at your leisure. But some people may be really turned off because it's got some toxic metals, right? I mean, don't most of these products have something that's going to be toxic? That's basically in everything, right? Look at all the household products around you. There's always some article that has something that's dangerous or toxic to you or your family. But as it's shown here, these are such trace amounts from 2022. You can see the arsenic, and then you have your lead, and it shows the EPA limits on that. But again, such trace amounts, is it really going to make much of a difference? Maybe not, but it might be important to you that you don't want any of that stuff in your lawn, so something you might not go with. Couldn't find anything on Ecoscraps on this, but I'm sure it's out there. If you dig hard enough, you can find some of the metals that are used. But just wanted to go over some basics with you guys. Now, as we look at it a little bit further, some of the main differences here. Your Milorganite 32-pound bag versus the Ecoscraps at 45, okay? They both cover, 2,500 square feet. And to me, it's like, okay, if you have, like for me, I have 13,000 square feet. So I need about 5 bags of this stuff, okay, to cover it. And then, so if you're thinking about it that way, you want to lug around, a 45-pound bag, or, lessen the weight a little bit and do 32 pounds. It'll be a little bit easier for you. Some people may not care. Some people say, man up, whatever, who cares? But if it's important to you, you don't want to lug around that much extra weight, why should you? That's why they have different products for different people. So I break it down a little bit further. As far as nitrogen per 1,000 square feet, very similar. Your 640 rating in the Milorganite, and then your 420 in Ecoscraps, very similar. Like I said, mostly slow released nitrogen, so it's going to last for a while. You're getting, the calcium in the Milorganite. I have a little bit higher amounts of that in my lawn, so I won't be using that Milorganite anytime soon. So Ecoscraps is another option for you. But there's all kinds of different organic products that you can look into. And then as far as the feed time, I saw 8 to 10 weeks. Directly from Milorganite itself. And then I couldn't really find too much. I did find a little bit of research on 6 to 8 weeks. I don't know if that's really concrete, but it's probably a pretty comparable amount as far as how long it lasts. I think it said apply Ecoscraps that apply once in the fall and once in the once in the spring and once in the fall. But take it for what it is. As we look further at pricing, I just came up with a few different sites here that are probably most commonly used by the majority of you. If you're big box store, right, if you want to shop and just go pick it up in person, what kind of price are you going to get? Now with the Milorganite, huge price difference from Ecoscraps. I think a lot of this is based on the weight of the bag, right? So obviously, if it's a heavier bag and you have to ship it across the country, it's going to cost more. So where are they going to carry over that cost directly to the consumer? Okay, so you can kind of see the price differences. Milorganite's a lot cheaper when it comes to it. So that's something to consider as well. And then lastly, I just kind of wanted to go over, it's just kind of funny. It's just every one of these organic products, right? I mean, look at that. They got the dog, they got the little kids, they got the cute kid in the background smiling, playing. They all look so similar, right? They all have it. I mean, most of them, except the purely organic here in the bottom left, which I actually can appreciate that because it is a little bit different. But it's funny because they all try to mock the Milorganite, right? They got the suburban looking house. I like the Sunnyland. They got the American flag sticking up there. And that guy's got a huge smile on his face. I mean, it's just kind of funny how they all look so similar. they got the house, and they got, you know, the kid and the dog playing. So it's just, I don't know. I'm just kind of, it's overplayed, and it's kind of ridiculous. But it is what it is. I can understand the appeal to it, you know. So they got to appeal to the masses, right? That's what people can relate to. They can relate to that suburban lifestyle, and they got the kid and the dog playing in the yard. So they want to focus on that and what's safe for them and their family. So I just thought it was kind of funny because they all have such a similar look to them. But other than that, that's my 2 cents. Take it for what it is. Want to see if you guys have used these products, and you know what's working for you guys when it comes to organics. Anything that we're not talking about here. Any other products you want to mention. I'm going to get into some more products comparisons, so stay tuned for that. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Any questions, ask below, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Thanks for watching.